If you've been following this tutorial from the beginning, you already have a basic idea of how generators work. Now let's take a closer look. Generators are responsible for turning your model into a full test suite. Tomato currently offers 3 generator types, each with its own set of options. Let's start by creating a test suite using the default settings. Select a function, click Generate Tests, and then press Generate. After a moment, a test window will appear. Here, you can browse all generated tests, sort them, inspect raw data, and download everything as a CSV file using the button at the bottom. First, let's look at the simplest generator, the Cartesian generator. It takes no additional options. It just produces every possible combination of parameter values. Keep in mind that this can easily explode into thousands or even millions of test cases, which is why it's rarely the best choice. Next up is the random generator, which creates test cases by randomly selecting parameter values. It offers 3 options: length, how many test cases to generate; duplicates, whether identical tests are allowed; adaptive, whether the generator should try to make each new test as different as possible, using Hamming distance as a guide. In our example, we ended up with 5 distinct test cases, no repeats, and each one noticeably different from the others. Now let's talk about the n-wise generator. Its goal is to cover all n tuples of the parameter space. The n option defines the tuple size. For example, n equals 2 means pairwise coverage. Coverage defines what percentage of these tuples must be included. Tuples lets you restrict tuple generation to a selected subset of parameters. If left empty, all parameters are considered. In our example, the coverage requirements apply only to the weapon and hero parameters. This ensures that every hero uses every type of weapon at least once. All generator types support filters, which define which elements participate in the generation process. There are 2 kinds. Blacklist excludes selected elements. Whitelist includes only the selected elements. You can add as many filters as you like. In this example, we simply exclude the weapon parameter. There are also a few advanced options that can change the generation process. For instance, you can invert logic or ignore it entirely. Let's say the group is well rested, except Edmund, who partied until morning. If we negate the assignment, the results become slightly more realistic. When Edmund, normally our strongest fighter, joins a battle now, the outcome is merely good enough. The last group of settings affects the structure and formatting of the generated CSV file. Here, let's remove the CSV header and apply a custom separator. And that wraps up this part of the tutorial.